Oregon City and the Willamette Valley. Dr. John McLaughlin encouraged the Oregon Trail travelers to head south to Oregon City and the Willamette Valley. This was in part to keep American influence from spreading throughout the extensive territory claimed by Great Britain under the auspices of the Hudson's Bay Company, but also because he had a stake in the city he had founded at Willamette Falls in 1829. The HBC ran a store there, and McLaughlin would build a house and later retire there. By 1844, Oregon City had 3 stores to supply farmers and was the seat of the newly founded American Provisional Government. Anyone wishing to file a land claim had to come to Oregon City. Ain't that why you're here, everybody? The end of the Oregon Trail was Oregon City, not quite 2,000 miles from Independence. Those arriving by river landed near Governor George Abernethy's house and proceeded to Abernethy Green, a large meadow behind his house. The Barlow Road travelers entered Abernethy Green from the east. Here was the final campground. In 1850, Congress passed the Donation Land Act, which recognized most of the land claims filed under the provisional government. Single white males over the age of 21 could claim 320 acres. If they were married, they could claim an additional 320 acres for their wife. Widows could hold title to land, but single women could not. Reading that passage just makes me furious about the injustice of our history. Territorial officials began their terms on March 3, 1849, in Oregon City, when Oregon was still predominantly wilderness. Homesteads usually consisted of one-room log houses with vegetable gardens and a few acres planted in wheat. With little hard currency available, hard currency here means cash or money, wheat was the primary medium of exchange. Few roads existed, so water was the quickest way to move crops and supplies. Some settlers laid out town sites from their claims. John McLaughlin was the first to do this when he platted Oregon City in 1842. Plat means to make a map of. Now, for our main idea here, I bet you know where I'm going with this one. I'm going to highlight the title because that's usually what it's mostly about. And it was. I also see Oregon City and Willamette Valley throughout this whole text. Here I see Oregon City. I see Willamette Valley, Oregon City, Oregon City, Oregon City. I don't see it here, but I'm going to keep on going because I know that was about there. Oregon City again. So I would say the main idea of this text is that it's mostly about the final stop on the Oregon Trail, Oregon City and the Willamette Valley. I'm just going to highlight in red some of the other important details, and you can choose 3 to write down in your response sheet.